Today's topic is not about homosexuality, it's not about Christians, it's not about religion, and it's not about politics. It's about something greater, something simpler. It's about love, it's about kindness, it's about friendship, and it's about tolerance. That being said, I believe a strong topic needs to be addressed today. I'm Christian unless you're gay, by Dan Pierce. God hates fags. We've all seen the signs being waved high in the air by members of the Westboro Baptist Church, on TV, in real life, and it's so hard not to take notice. And for those of you who don't know much about this church, they have made a seedy name for themselves by doing drastic things like picketing meeting the church signs or hosting flagrant anti-gay protests at military funerals. Now, almost every person and nearly every religion has no problem with loathing and condemning members of this organization, and perhaps with reason. They take freedom of speech far beyond what our founding fathers intended, and they laugh in our face as they do so. But today, I don't want to talk about those idiots. I want to talk about you and me and my friend who we'll call Jacob. Jacob is 27 years old, and guess what? He's gay. Not a lot of people know, and he lives in a community where being gay is still frowned upon. And you see, I live in this community too. I've heard the hate, I've heard the disgust, and I've heard the disdain. I've heard it wrapped with a blanket of self-righteousness or a blanket of caring religious words. I've heard it more times than I care to admit. About gay people, about fat people, about people who dress differently, about people who even look at you the wrong way. I've heard it over and over and over again, usually said so passively, so sneakily, and so righteously. From Christians, from Buddhists, from Hindus, from Muslims, from Jews. God hates fags. God hates addicts. God hates people that aren't just like me. Now, according to Christians, Jesus taught to love one another. According to Buddhists, Buddha taught, hatred does not cease by hatred, but only by love. And this is the eternal rule. And according to Judaism, their scriptures teach to love your neighbor like yourself. You see, the greatest spiritual leaders in history have all preached love for others as a basis of all happiness. And never once did they accompany such mandates with a list of unlovable actions or deeds. They didn't tell us it was okay to love everyone with the exception of the trailer trash. The mandate was pretty clear, wasn't it? Love others. Period. So if this is the founding directness of all major religions, why is it that some of the most Christ-like people are they who have no religion at all? And in truth, having a religion doesn't make somebody love or not love others. It doesn't make a person befriend or not befriend their fellow man. What makes somebody love and befriend their fellow man is letting go of that need to be better than others. Nothing else. Now, I know that there are many people here that think homosexuality is a sin. Well, okay. But what does that have to do with love? To put our arms around someone who is different, why is that so hard? And I'm not here to say homosexuality is a sin or not. I honestly don't care. Those debates have no one comes from me. But what I do care about is the need so many of us have to shun and loathe others. The need so many of us have to declare ourselves right and perfect all the time, any chance we get. And for some of us, these are very real needs. But I will tell you this. All any of it really is bullying. Sneaky, hurtful, duplicitous bullying. Well, guess what? There are things we all do that people would be disgusted by. There are things we all do that people would be angered by. Yes, but I have the truth, some will adamantly declare. Well, okay. But whether you do or not, I promise you, it doesn't matter what you believe, how strongly you live your beliefs, or how true your beliefs are. Because someone somewhere thinks you are wrong. Someone somewhere thinks you have it all wrong. And a lot of us do. We get that. We understand it. It's the world we live in, and we're not stupid. We're not naive. Yet we expect and want love anyways. We expect and want tolerance. We expect and want all of this from the people who disagree with us and who disagree with our lifestyles and beliefs because, let's be honest, nothing we do is actually worthy of ugly disdain from others, right? None of which we believe is actually worthy of cold trolling from others, right? No. Because we're all perfect. But the gays? Well, shoot. You know what I think? I think it doesn't matter if you or I or anybody else thinks homosexuality is a sin or not. I don't think it matters if you or I or anybody else thinks anything anybody else does is a sin or not. I don't think it matters if homosexuality is a sin or not. And I don't think it matters if anything anybody else does is a sin or not. Because sin is a very personal thing. It always has been and it always will be, and it has nothing to do with love. Absolutely nothing. This very indifference had nothing to do with love. We should just choose who we will love and who we won't. I'm Christian unless you're gay. That is the message we are sending out. I'm Christian unless I'm hotter than you. I'm Christian unless you cut me off in traffic. I'm Christian unless I found out you cheated on your income taxes. Or I'm Christian unless you're that guy that smells like crap on the subway. Oh, but you're not gay. You're clean cut, well dressed, you have a job. You think the way I think, you think you believe the things I think you should believe in. Well, then today I'm a Christian. Today to you, because you have earned it. You see, for some of us, that might as well be tattooed across our necks and our foreheads. Maybe not in those words, but the message is clear to those that are watching and seeing. It has been very clear to my friend Jacob. And you see, Jacob is a dear friend of mine. He's absolutely incredible. He's like a brother to me. But he is also gay. And why does that make any difference to others? Because it doesn't, not to me. And I wish with everything inside of me it didn't make any difference to others. I wish we didn't have to cluster entire groups to declare ourselves more holy and saintly in order to feel better about our own messy selves. But that is such point of such thinking and action, isn't it? It's easier that way. It makes it easier for us to justify our thoughts that way. It makes it easier for us to look in the mirror and not be disgusted with what the glass reflects back at us. And sadly and ultimately, it pushes us to the point where we no longer have any hand to offer our fellow man. We no longer have a need to. And why would we? Why should we? Well, my request today is simple. Today, tomorrow, next week, find someone who is different than you. Someone that until now you would look down upon, always be disgusted by. Reach your arm out and put it around them. And tell them you love them. Tell them you're there for them. And tell them they have a friend. Because if you or I want to make a change in this world, that's where we'll do it. That's where we'll start every single time. Because what you'll find, and I promise you this, is the more you reach your arm out and put it around those you would normally look down upon, the more you will love yourself. And the more you love yourself, the less need you have to find fault to be better than others. The less need you have to find fault to be better than others, the quicker this world becomes a better place to live. And don't we all want to live in a better world? Don't we all want our kids to grow up in a better, less hateful, more beautiful world? So let's be that voice. Let's offer that hand to others. Because there's going to come a day when you or I are desperate for that same love. We'll be desperate for the same courtesy. We'll be desperate for the same friendship. Life will make sure of it. For you, for me, for everyone. Because as it turns out, there's not one single person on this earth who is perfect.